Welcome back, everyone, to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into something kind of interesting, where engineering meets pure looks. In the Tamiya RC world, we're looking at the G601 6x6 chassis. That's the one under the King Yellow and KongHead trucks, and specifically those official hop-up parts that seem, well, mostly about visual flash. The clear chassis and those super bright internal gears.
Yeah, it's a great example of what Tamiya actually calls their mechanical theater philosophy. I mean, the G601 itself is pretty cool. It's this compact, totally sealed, gear-driven six-wheel drive setup. A bit of a marvel, really. So these parts, the clear bits and bright gears, they feel like a very deliberate choice to sort of showcase all that complex stuff inside, make it visible while it's running.
Exactly. But our mission here is to dig into the facts for you. We want to figure out, are these clear parts and orange gears just nice to look at? Or is there maybe some hidden benefit? Like, are they tougher? Do they make it perform better somehow? Let's unpack this. Okay, let's start with that clear chassis. Item 54807, it's like a window into the truck. To me, it's pretty upfront, they say. It's to allow viewing of the drivetrain as the model runs. Simple enough. But hang on, isn't the standard chassis made of ABS plastic? That's usually pretty tough stuff. Why switch to polycarbonate just to make it clear?
Right, that's the key difference in material. The stock one is ABS plastic, good, solid, easy to mold. This optional one, though, is clear gray polycarbonate. And yeah, that's picked almost entirely for the optical quality, how clear it is. To me, it doesn't claim any performance boost, no extra strength, no better impact resistance, nothing like that mentioned.
Okay. But the sources we looked at point out something else, maybe an unintended consequence. Because the stock G601 is so well sealed up, which is good for keeping dirt out. But it also means checking inside for problems is a real pain, right? You have to take it apart. Does this clear version accidentally fix that?
It really does, yeah. It acts like a crucial diagnostic window, as you put it. Normally, like you said, you've got a major disassembly job just to peek inside. With the clear chassis, you can just look, see if water or sand got in after a run, or spot if a gear is starting to look worn down, maybe even while it's running slowly. It makes preventative maintenance way, way easier. Just a quick visual check instead of pulling out the screwdriver. That's a pretty significant practical upside they don't really advertise.
That is interesting. A real practical plus from something sold for looks. Okay, what about the color? Those bright orange and yellow idler gear sets, items 54808 and 54809, these are buried deep inside the gearbox, but they're like super vibrant colors. So what's the deal here? Is this a stronger type of plastic, maybe some performance formulation?
No. Tamiya is very, very clear on this one. The official description calls them a color variation of kit standard idler gears. The whole point, they say, is just to add a splash of vibrant color. That's it. Now, the analysis confirms they are molded in durable glass fiber-reinforced nylon, which sounds impressive, right? But the thing is, the standard black gears that come in the kit, they're made from essentially the same high-quality material, functionally identical.
Okay, so zero performance difference, zero durability difference over the stock parts. They're literally just colorful replacements, turning your gearbox internals into, I don't know, a bag of Skittles.
Precisely. It's purely for the show, for that mechanical theater.
Right, so if we're talking about paying extra for parts that, well, don't make the truck go faster or handle better, parts most people won't even see,
Right.
It brings up that classic question of opportunity cost. If you're building on a budget, where should you put your money instead of on, say, bright orange internal gears?
Good question. If driving performance is your goal, these visual parts should be absolutely last on your list, dead last. You need to think about efficiency and handling first, always. The number one most critical upgrade for almost any Tamiya kit, including this one, is a full set of ball bearings. Getting rid of those plastic bushings makes a massive difference. Less friction means more speed, better efficiency, and definitely longer run times on your battery. The motor just works easier.
Okay, bearings first. Makes sense. Then what? Handling.
Definitely handling. Those basic friction dampers in the kit, they're functional, barely. Swapping them for proper aluminum oil-filled dampers completely changes how the truck drives. Better stability, better suspension action over bumps, just much more control. That's a performance upgrade you can feel, unlike, having yellow gears inside.
So the final verdict seems pretty clear then. The clear chassis has that neat, unexpected diagnostic benefit. But really, both it and the colored gears are about serving Tamiya's mechanical theater idea, showing off the engineering. They're probably only a top priority if you're what they call a concourse builder, right? Someone who cares mostly about how the model looks on the shelves, the build quality, the details, not so much lap times.
Exactly. It really shows there are different ways to enjoy the hobby. And to me, a success kind of proves that for many people, the sheer joy of seeing and appreciating complex mechanics that can be just as rewarding as raw speed or handling, it leaves you with a thought, doesn't it? If a modification makes your truck look undeniably cooler, more intricate, even if it runs exactly the same, is that visual and sort of intellectual satisfaction worth the money for you as a hobbyist? Something to chew on for your next project.